Black here once again for you guys. This time I want to talk about the elevation training mask. Actually, mine is the 0.2 or 2.0, but it goes for the 1.0 or the 2.0, whichever one you have. Give a little brief synopsis about it. The mask itself is actually revolves around training in a higher elevation, meaning giving you the feeling that you're training in a higher elevation. I'll expand on that. It's mimicking the feeling your lungs get when you're deprived of oxygen versus naturally being deprived of oxygen. When you're training in Colorado at 22,000 feet below sea level, or above sea level, my bad, not perfect here, above sea level, the oxygen is a lot lighter, a lot thinner. So that thinner oxygen makes your body work harder, which is increases your capillaries to actually work harder and to be stronger. That's why people, when they come to sea level, they seem to have more endurance because their body, it put their body under that stress. Now, this mask, as you notice, is breathing in regular air, just like we breathe right now, regular oxygen. Regular oxygen. But what people misconstrue is that the regular oxygen is being converted into lighter oxygen. They're wrong. There's no fucking way you can actually do that. What this mask actually does is actually makes your lungs work harder as if you were breathing in lower or lesser oxygen, or you were more deprived. That's what it actually does. I actually had one idiot come up to me in the gym a few months ago, and pretty stocky dude. He was pretty buff too. I kind of respected him until he opened his fucking mouth. But this asshole walked up to me. He was like, hey, you know that doesn't work, right? Well, what do you mean it doesn't work? He's like, you know you can't mimic being in a higher elevation without actually being there. I looked around. First of all, I didn't realize he was really talking to me because I didn't fucking know this asshole. But of course you can't fucking mimic or actually change the oxygen, you asshole, you fucking moron. But if he had any intelligence, he would ask me, why am I using it? The reason why I use it is actually to make my lungs stronger. And that's one thing you can actually notice and feel from using this. One thing, or the main thing I noticed, that it makes my lungs work harder. It makes my diaphragm work harder. It makes you focus on breathing. It will make you panic or spaz out if you're not used to it and you try to do your regular breathing regimen when you're running. But that's the main thing I use it for also. I see a lot of these guys walking around the gym, walking around with the mask on, looking like Bane, looking around the sky thinking Batman is actually coming to attack them. Relax, guys. Relax. You're wearing it for the wrong reasons. Yeah, you can walk around and wear it and actually make your lungs work a little bit harder, but I wear it just for cardio or during cardio. That's where I feel like I'm going to get the most out of it. So don't be a pussy and try to look cool actually wearing this thing once you wear it for all the right reasons. I did a 3-mile run with it on, 2.5-mile run, 3.5-mile run with it on. Not saying that my runs were actually faster, they were slower. Now, granted, physically, I don't believe that it's going to make your body work harder externally. What I mean is that making your body work harder as far as your limbs, your legs, your arms, because you're not running as hard externally. Internally, you're working double time. And you can notice that later on, after you take it off, when you're in a relaxed state, actually how worn out your body feels internally. So there are pros and cons. Now the pro of that is that you're making your respiration a lot stronger. You make your respiration a lot stronger, you can recover faster. You can recover faster, you can get back out there in the fight. Another thing also is that when you take it off, it makes actually running a breeze as far as cardiovascular wise. Now, I believe you should alternate wearing this, or what I'm going to try to do is make myself faster, wearing this faster, move up in elevation because it gives you actual little disc to actually change your elevation levels to make it tougher and tougher and tougher. I'm going to try that route to see if I can actually improve my run and my cardio. But in reality, you should actually use it for a while, take it off for a while, pretty much cycle it every other run. I think you'll get the most and the best out of it. I seen one post out there actually that one guy was talking about using this CrossFit gym with all of his CrossFit guys. He made a lot of sense with this. What he was doing was that his guys would work out, guys and girls, they would work out, and as they're coming down or taking their break, breathing hard, they would actually use the mask then. I thought that was pretty awesome because now that's your recovery time. You're trying to speed that up. So if you're breathing in hard and having a hard time recovering, wearing this mask at that time will make you breathe harder and will actually strengthen up your lungs at the same time. So there's another way how to do it. So personally, I believe it is actually a good tool to use in your arsenal. I don't think the average Joe should go out there and get it. The person who just started working out yesterday, that same guy who just figured he'll start lifting weights, so he goes to GNC and sees how much he can buy on his credit card before he maxes it out, gets all these supplements, takes them all, and thinks he's going to get somewhere. I think it's for the athlete that is semi-conditioned, looking to get an edge. And it's for the athlete that's already on an average or a baseline, not beginner level, a baseline. You can actually take your baseline, you can actually have somebody who's on a very high level or an elite level, and they can make themselves better. But I think those people are going to get the most out of it. Also, who cares how you look with it on? I was running down the street today, as a matter of fact, and had everybody looking at me like I was some kind of maniac. Those are the same people that won't run outside and run with people or afraid to walk outside, have 40% body fat dripping off their body, looking like complete toads, you know, hopping off of lily pads. You know, so, like, to recap, I completely advise using this. I won't say advise, but I recommend using this if you're an athlete trying to get to the next level. And all my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brothers out there, I do recommend using this during rolling, even though it's hard to use it during rolling because of it goes across your face, but during your drills. All right, this is Rob the Black signing out.